it is, what's happening. So not really much got done in the shop this past weekend. That's why I didn't really put a video out. We took that truck down Ocean City Cruise for the boardwalk parade and the car show that happened down Ocean City, Maryland at the beach, which is like 15-20 minutes from here. So unfortunately we did not work on the Jeep. We didn't work on anything because we were at the car show all weekend, which was a great time. However, we did clean that garage out, and we now have the night in there. We put our 60 Chevy pickup back there with a bunch of motors, and we finally got this thing out. Let me show you. Got this thing out of hibernation, which is 66 F250 two-wheel drive 460 automatic. I've had this thing for a long time, and I just haven't really done anything with it. I'm going to re-up the tags on it, and we're going to start doing something with it. Start driving it, something. So I let the tags go on it, and the reason I let the tags go was kind of got in a pissing match, which I'm not going to win. I got a red light ticket on that truck, and in my state, if you get a red light ticket, you can't renew your tags until you pay said fine. Red light tickets is just some dumb camera mounted on a pole, and if you blow the light, you get the camera takes a picture and they send it to you in the mail, no points. My argument was, where I got this ticket, I was making a right on red, but you're allowed to make a right-hand turn on red in my state. The camera is screwed up and it takes pictures. Now they've since fixed it, but they will not take that ticket away. I'm one man fighting a system that's crap. The worst part about it is the ticket comes from like Connecticut and I'm in Delaware. It's garbage. So the tags have been dead since 2018. Now I've kept insurance on the truck the whole entire time. I've never taken insurance off it. So here in the next week or so, I'm going to go down to DMV, find out how to pay the ticket, because I tried looking up online and getting on there and I can't find it. I don't even have the actual ticket anymore that came in the mail. That was 5 years ago. It's not going to happen. But I'll go ahead and do what I got to do. It's like $250. You know, it's ridiculous. So anyway, I'll take care of that. We're going to get some tags on it. We're going to start driving that truck again. The girlfriend really likes it, and she says it's a shame it just sits in the garage and you never drive it. And I told her why, and she's like, let's just get it. She's like, I'll even pay the ticket. And I was like, no, I'll pay it. So we're going to get it going. It runs and drives. In fact, we drove it here when we moved here to this property, which was just back in December. I didn't care about the tags. It has insurance on it. So I loaded the bed with a couple of motors so that when I brought the truck down here, it wouldn't be a wasted trip. So I just finally got it out of the back garage and got the last of the motors that were sitting in the bed out of it and put away. So we'll get on. We'll do a little content on that truck. There's not really much that needs to be fixed. There's just some stuff that I want to change on it. I want to change that shifter that's in there. I'm thinking about buying one of those low car shifters that kind of look old school. I don't want to put power steering in that truck. It's a bear to drive. Doesn't have power steering. I'd like to change the gears in it. It's got 410s. And with the 460 and the C6 trans, it's terrible on gas, big block. Plenty of motor to get out of the way, that's for sure. But we're going to do something with it. We're going to take a bunch of springs out of the back and get the back to sit a little lower so that the truck sits level, and put a little smaller tire on it. So I've got some stuff I want to do to it. As far as, like I said, didn't really do much in the shop. We are, however, going to start. We are working on this. Got the fuel pump. Got a new car, well, not new carburetor, but newer carburetor that works. I got a little 600 Holley I'm gonna put on it. That's actually what's on the truck right now. Originally. So I got the new fuel pump. I need to make a new line to go from the pump to the carburetor because the one that was on it, somebody's kind of butchered up. I ordered all the stuff for the brakes, so I've got everything I need to go through the brake system: master cylinder, calipers, hoses, wheel cylinders. I don't know what the shoes are like. Obviously, we're going to cut the rotors and put new pads on the front. We'll get the drums off and inspect the rear brakes. If it needs shoes, I've got shoes here for it actually. Then I got to buy 4 brand new Woes. It's going to need 6 brand new sneakers. So that's $1,200-1,300 right there in the toilet. But it needs tires. So I'm going to try to stick with something that's period correct to the truck. I found some Bi-Sply tires on eBay. In fact, a friend of mine, he's got a fire truck that's this body style, and he just bought those tires. Again, he wanted to keep the truck looking period correct. So I'm going to buy the same ones. I'm going to put mud cleats on the back like it has now, and then the highway tread on the front like it has now. Somebody has started taking the name off the door, or I would have left it on there, because that's actually the original owners that owned the truck originally's name. I have the original title to this truck. And what's kind of neat on it is the title's about the size of a postcard. And what's really cool is on the title, it has the tag number to the truck, which is that Jersey tag number right there. So this is original Jersey truck, and it has the original Jersey license plates. Obviously, I won't be able to keep the one on the back. I'll put my Delaware plate on, but it has a plate on the front, and I'm going to leave it on the front since it's the original tag to the truck. I'm going to put my name on the door because I'm also building my rat rod tow truck. I hate that term rat rod, but we're going to use that loosely. It'll have my name on it. The pickup out there's got my name on it. So we're going to do something with the lettering so it looks period correct for late 70s. As far as the bed goes, I'm going to get my Mexican guy to paint the bed. I'm going to prep it, do all the work to it, and I'm going to have him paint the outside of the bed. The inside, as far as the floor of the bed goes, I think I'm just going to paint it with some Rust-Oleum gray. I'll probably prep the surfaces and paint it with my Master Coat Silver, which you've seen me share on the channel before. That's a really, really excellent rust paint. Because unfortunately, as much as I hate it, this truck's going to have to sit outside. I've only got so much room, and they just obviously don't fit. Now, hopefully, down the road, when I get things straightened out, I've been working on getting stuff put away. You know, I finally got this garage over here cleaned out. We've got the night truck, which is the 92 flare side truck. It's finally inside. I have this carport here, and I think I'm going to close the carport in, put a back on it, and make some kind of doors for it, is what I'm thinking in my head. And I already have 2 of the wreckers stored inside here. So if I close this in, I'll be able to keep the wreckers inside. Of course, we got the rat wrecker. Again, I hate that term. But he's parked here, and then we got the old Dodge over here. So you can see they fit fairly well. So I think I'm gonna make some doors and put a wall on the back. And this will kind of also serve as like a paint booth, a place to paint stuff, because behind here, there's just an empty lot back here that's never gonna be developed. So I'll put my fan to go out back. So the only other thing that I really got done around the shop that's kind of interesting is, let me flip you around. I just finished this little car for my girlfriend. This whole side right here was wrecked. She lent it out to her kids. They wrecked it, and I put the car back together. I did not paint it. My Mexican guy, Poppy, he painted it. Did a nice job. Car turned out really good. I mean, really, this car was totaled. I mean, it took a hit right here in the headlight, and everything behind the bumper is plastic. So the radiator support got destroyed, the hood, the fender, obviously the headlight, bumper, all that just destroyed. But she wanted to save the car. It's a good run little car. It's a turbo, 4-cylinder automatic, and she likes the little car. So I fixed it, and then we took it down to Poppy and had him paint the front of it, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, she's going to come pick up these 2 tires, and she's going to have 2 new tires put on them, and it's ready to go. So we did get that little car back together. So that is a project. That was a small project that I needed to get done. It's finally done. She's going to take care of the tires tomorrow, and she can go get she's got to get tags on it too. The tags expire because it's been sitting since last summer when the kids wrecked it. The Bronco. I was going to give an update on the Bronco. I'm still fighting this Bronco. This damn Bronco 6-cylinder has just been killing me. So put it all back together the other night, got it running. It ran excellent. The night before we were leaving to go down the beach, running around, actually drove them down the street, run good. Pulled back up here to the garage, shut it off, went to restart it, wouldn't start. Fuel pump took a crap. Well, the next morning I got up, before we left for the beach, she had some errands to run, so I came out here and thought, I'm going to diag the Bronco and see if the pump went bad. Do we have power and ground to the pump? Because it has a high pressure fuel pump on the side of the frame rail. So I sprayed some starting fluid in the throttle body and I went to crank it over to see if it would fire up. Well, in the midst of cranking it over, it sounded real good for a couple revolutions, and then all of a sudden it sounded just like it did before when it knocked 3 push rods off the intake valves. I have a funny feeling, and it's back there in the black hole, I have a funny feeling it knocked the push rods off of it again. I pushed it over there because I don't want to look at it right now. So, unfortunately, I don't have any updates on the Bronco because it's really irritating me, and I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. We're going to do something. Turn the radio down so you can hear me. I just called the guy a little while ago about the Jeep bed. I haven't heard back from him yet. Supposed to have the truck ready for us this weekend to pick up, which is the bed we're going to get for the Jeep pickup, but I haven't heard anything yet. This is a project I'm finishing up from the old house. It's brakes, transmission lines, just a bunch of other stuff. This was in the back of the 66. I believe this is what we're going to solve our Bronco problem with. What is this big, massive hunk of iron, you might ask? Well, friends and friends, that is a 7.3 IDI diesel. 100% complete, right down to the radiator hoses. I think that's what we're going to put in the Bronco. I'm tired of fooling with the 6-cylinder. I'm going to give the 6-cylinder one more shot. I was really hoping to get it running right. And again, the reason I'll share this, I wanted to get it running because the motor's in the truck. If I could get the truck to run good, I can go over and get it tagged. I was going to tag an antique and then be done with it. But it's just fighting me. And I don't know if I want to spend another, I don't even know if I want to spend another $30 on that 6-cylinder. I'm already into it for intake gasket, valve cover gasket, all my time, plugs, cap, rotor, wires, oil change, and we're no further along than what we were yesterday. The piece of junk still don't run. So this is what I think is going to go in the Bronco. Now you might ask me, why am I going to put a 7.3 IDI, not a Power Stroke? Well, number one, I have it. I have real no use for it other than that Bronco. This will be a bolt-in application. I'm going to put a ZF 5-speed behind this because that was what was behind this motor. I have everything. The motor mounts are even hanging off of this thing. I don't know if you can see them, but they're there. Exhaust manifold. This is a complete running engine. The only thing this engine needs is pull the oil pan, valve covers, lifter, valley cover and stuff, reseal it, give it a bath, throw some paint on it, throw it in the Bronco. I had this motor running. I've heard this motor run. If you go back a bunch of videos, you'll see where I got this thing running, and it was in a Super Duty, F Super Duty, in 1988, and you'll see it was just half. So I had to take some stuff out of the phone and make some room to finish this video. So yeah, you'll go back. If you go back some of the videos, you'll see where I got this 7.3 running. So what's going to be cool about it is I have half of a Banks turbo kit for one of these 7.3s. That's what I like to put on. And I was talking to a buddy of mine. He actually knows somebody that has a complete Banks turbo kit for a 7.3 IDI that he might want to sell. So the plan down the road is to put a Banks turbo on this 7.3 in that Bronco, which would be kind of cool. Is it going to be fast? No. These things make like 190 horsepower. They're terrible. But they are reliable. They don't make enough power to blow themselves up. But they are reliable, and they got a lot of torque. And I think in a Bronco for just like climbing around and messing around on trails and, you know, that kind of stuff, I think it'll be fine. We're not looking to make this a mud truck or anything like that. It's a trail truck that we're going to drive and just scroll around with. It's going to get a 6-inch lift, blah, 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 blah. So I believe this is what's going to go in the Bronco. I'm going to give the 6-cylinder one more shot at life, and if not, I'm going to put it in the trash. So I'm going to wrap the video up there. Hopefully this weekend we'll get into something cool. Like I said, I'm going to wrap up some of these just normal, boring old jobs. Brakes and transmission lines and a couple brake lines on this thing. A motor in his van. I don't know if you guys really want to see that kind of stuff, but if you do, I'll do some content on it. So look, holler at your boy. Keep it reals. Catch me on the next one.